What's up again, friends? Shane here with Modern Warrior Project, and in this video I'm going to cover the Flextail. You probably don't know what that is unless you keep up on outdoor equipment. But before I get into what it is, let me talk about one of the challenges preppers often, I think, neglect in their thought process on planning. This is not strictly for preppers. This is primarily intended for outdoorsmen, campers, hikers, and it serves great for that purpose. It also serves good in that tactical bug out kit for your vehicle, not your person per se. So what is the Flextail? The Flextail is a bit of a bougie product for preppers, if you will. It is a ultralight portable shower. It's electric in the fact that it'll run off of a battery bank. So let me correct myself. This is rechargeable. So you can recharge it off a wall outlet, a battery bank, you can run it directly. You can do it a number of ways. And this is your water pump. It's pretty simple. I've got a little collapsible sink that I keep in my loadout kit. I've got some water in there, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this into it. But before we do that, let me talk you through the product, show you it, and then I'll demonstrate it. So as I said, this is our water pump. As you can see, it's pretty small. It advertises that it's 11 ounces. I'd say this whole kit is under 2 pounds. It's pretty lightweight, relatively small, compact, packs up nice. This particular water pump, you can clean it easily. It's got a little screen that pops off. It's got a secondary screen so that any of that muck that you possibly get into it, you can just pull this off, clean it out, and drive on. Keeps providing you that water. Excuse me, I'm sweating. This is July in Alabama and it's hot. So it has 2 power modes on it. It's got a regular, so I'm gonna basically double tap this to turn that power on. And that's the first stage. And if I want extra power, we can hit it twice and that'll give me second stage. So one of the questions probably asking is, can I do this straight from a pump? Do I have to have a tub? Can I do this like from a pond or something like that? And absolutely, you certainly can. So one of the things you'll notice here on the back of it, they have a little tripod mount. I don't have one out here to demonstrate, but that's why we're not going to use the pond, and I don't feel like climbing down in there. But you can just put this on a little tripod, drop it into the water, and I say like one of those little handhelds, drop it down into the water so it's not sitting on the base, it's not sitting on the bottom of the pond or whatever water source you've got, getting all nasty water in there. It's up in the water, breathing it through, pushing it out to you. So the product itself comes in a nice case, as you can see, stores up well. We've got our shower head here, and we have our water hose pump right here. So this very simple operation. If you notice, these two are the same except for this white thing. This doesn't actually lock it in place. What this is for your shower head, so that if I want to hang the shower head off of something, I can. It's got a little built-in hanger there. Other than that, the connections are the same. And all I'm gonna do is it's just a press fit connection, kind of like an air compressor, if you will. So I'm just gonna press it in there, locks right into place. Okay. I'm going to press it into the back of this, locks it right into place. Okay. So then I'm going to turn it on. And so that's a single stage. So let's pop it into the water here. Okay. And we've got it on and off right here. Let it get through. There we go. Sorry, I turned it off. You see we've got good water flow. Now if I wanted to do this up, I'm going to kick it up to high power. Let's see if we see a difference. Yeah, I don't know if you could see that on the film, but low power, or regular power I should say, if you can see the stream. I'm going to kick it up to high power. I saw a distance difference. Let's try it again. All right, we get it going. There's regular and high. So a little bit of a difference there. And you can also turn this thing off just by actuating this right here, and it turns the water off. Pretty simple, straightforward, easy to use product. Great for camping, hiking, and I recommend it in your bug out load kit. Doesn't take up a lot of space. When I say bug out load kit, just so you know, if you're not familiar with me or my philosophy, it's not my bug out bag or even my inch bag if I'm having to leave with that. This is when I'm taking a vehicle and I have a load out kit that is more than that, so I can take a little bit more stuff with me and hit the road. That's where I'm going to take some of these. I call it a nicety, and it is a nicety at the end of the day, but it's not a unnecessary nicety. It is something. Hygiene is really, at the end of the day, a critically important thing in a prepping situation, because hygiene directly correlates oftentimes to disease, poor hygiene and disease, and the last thing we want to deal with is illness in any kind of a crisis situation. So the more that we can mitigate that, push that off, the better we are, and hygiene is one of those areas that we can influence that. So that's it. This is the Flextail Ultralight Shower. I encourage you to check it out. If I have an affiliate link, I'll throw it in the description. If you use that, it helps to keep the channel going, as I might get a small commission off of it, but your price is always the same. Do you have a Flextail? Have you used them? Have you used any of the other products? I know they have some other ones. I'd love to hear about them. Or do you have other products similar that you're currently using? Let me know about it in the comments. And if none of that, what is your hygiene plan? What is your standard operating procedures to address hygiene in a long-term away from home situation? That's it for this video. Until next time, safe prepping.